Do you know who I hate the most in arm wrestling that pisses me off?
Yes. Save our gracious queen, long live our noble queen. God save the queen. Musical interlude. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the queen. Thank you.
So hot take. You got the words
Lord
wrong.
our God, arise, scatter her enemies, and make them fall. Confound politics, frustrate their knavish tricks. On our hopes we fix. God save us all. Thank you.
We may have to do that again because it's God Save the King.
Look, there's only one king in my mind, and that's the queen.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle John and I had a bet during the Alan Ford James Wall match at Valhalla 2 Arm Gods, and I'm telling you now, bang! The Aussie arm wrestler never loses those bets. So John's punishment, suggested by James Wall, was to sing the national anthem, and he even got that wrong. And how you make money from voiceovers?
They want these sexy pipes, I'm telling you. They want them.
Sexy pipes might mean something different in America than in Australia.
Look, the thing is, when I lose a bet, you are all the losers, no matter what. You gotta listen to that shit.
That's how we start Maximum Maying. Everybody's favorite day of the week. Everyone gets up and about, and they are super excited to be here. We are in for a ripper show. I'm your host, the Aussie Arm Wrestler, always joining me, my man, Uncle John. We're going to kick off with just a little bit of bad news for all you Dead Set legends out there. We were going to auction off some rare items.
Very rare.
But there's just one item that hasn't arrived at John's house just yet. So next week, we're going to have a minimum of 3 items, maybe 5 items up for auction, and including the Zloty 2019 signed jersey signed by John Brzezinski and Alexei Vojevoda. But we have a big show coming up. We got some fucking fun caption games. We're going to talk about Devon and Dennis, and we're going to talk about everything else as well. Arm wrestling is going off. But who is in the chat, John? We've got Dejan. We've got Clouds Fire on from the future. Devon Larratt pins Dennis in the first round. I've got a poll going at the moment. Minimal effort, everyone, says Robert Kelly.
Robert.
STP says ready bang. I win round 1. There we go. White Wolf. I'm from right feckin' now. Devon pins Dennis every single round. Hey, yo, says Andy Beckett. We got Spermies in the chat. Richard Jennings is hanging around. Sylvester's Talone. Dead Set Legends. We've got Marcus Thompson Solanche, CEO, head honcho, and kneecapper of all things, gods. Joe Nelson, who's just sliding in my DMs with dirty mustache photos. Pull your head in, Joe. It was disgusting. What do we got? We've got Ready Bang, Uncle John Rocks from David Marr. Michael Workspace is hanging around. Devon's forearm is in the chat. Corey says, didn't you just do a Devon versus Dennis live yesterday? I'm doing it every day. Go back and watch Devon pulled Levan. Holy shit. What a time to be alive that was, John.
Woo! That was a sexy couple months, I'll tell you.
Holy. Good evening, gents. And they're up and about saying, I had to mute when you were singing.
Look, that should be copied. Send it to the king. He'll appreciate it, I'm sure. Everybody, get on it. I really think I could have a second career as a vocal artist.
Oh, which it just translated for normal people, long-term unemployed. You dick. But we're going to get in there. What else is happening? Everyone's saying g'day, including Red Catman. And
oh, man, that does give me an idea, though, Marcus. So Marcus just said, don't do it at Valhalla 3, which secretly makes me want to do it a lot. What if I Roseanne Barred it? Remember when Roseanne Barr did the national anthem?
Fergie it. Fergie it. NBA All-Star Fergie.
That would bring out massive hate. God save the queen. Yeah.
Member for 18 months, Niagara Slammers. He was like the OG of the membership gifting. There was one stage he was going nuts.
Slammer.
But he is a superstar. Thank you for the support, my man. Dan, the Plexinator. He's hanging about with Ready Bang. Gentlemen, gotta love banging on a Monday. I'll be better if everyone is just doing the old liking the podcast. Arm wrestling every day. He's hanging about. Death Bob. What a name.
I like it.
Death Bob, and he's been a member for 6 months. Superstar. Nice. What else is happening? Wolf just says, I've been a member for the longest.
Why, Wolf? He's
21.
Wolfing it up.
Thank you very much, Thomas Miles, for the very nice thing. I think we've said hi to everyone. Wishing you all the best as well, Thomas Miles. Rock on, says the testicle alien. I think that everyone, including the Punisher. So, just another thing, guys. Just have a bit of we had a fun note with John. If everyone can go over to Sabine Badalescu's channel, his wife isn't doing too well at the moment. She's battling leukemia, and for someone that has watched their wife battle cancer for 18 months, I can certainly understand how much pain and agony he is in, and the fact that he was reaching out and asking for help. That's just as a man. That just sucks. So if you get some time, head over to Sabine Badalescu's channel. He's got all the links in there. If you want to give $1, $10, whatever, to help pay for the bills. I have no idea what it's like in Romania. We were very lucky here in Australia with Jess's recovery. We maybe spent $5,000-$6,000 all up. You probably have to ask Jess. I was just like, where do I pay? You just do what's required. So I'm hoping.
Did you know what I found when I was packing up the old house and moving into the new house?
What'd you find?
Uncle John's pizza flavored baked beans. You remember this?
Wow.
Remember this?
Oh, I do remember.
It's me and Devon, John Mill. Classic prop.
Yeah. They still had it at
Devon still got one at his house.
Yeah, we saw that. Thank you very much, Todd and Oleg's love child. How you going, buddy? He says good over evil, Dennis over Devon.
Whoever wants to root for the good guy? Who wants to do that?
So there you go. Thank you, Devon's forearm. Get over there. There's all the info, descriptions, and donations and things like that. Just reach out. Tell them the usual suspects. Aussie Arm Wrestler and Uncle John sent you. When I get paid, I'll chuck in some money. Absolutely. And we'll go from there. So we really appreciate it. They're wishing, because I've met Sabine's wife, lovely lady, and anyone that chooses to spend a lot of time with Sabine Badalescu is a true angel. But in all seriousness, we do here at Maximum Bang Monday and all the usual suspects wish you all the best. Go check that out. And I'll chuck it all in the description of this video afterwards because I forgot to do it. But, John, we are 20-odd days away, 3.5 weeks. I've got to ask you, is this the biggest match of the year?
Of the year, I think it is. I think it will be, because I think we haven't felt the peak of it yet. Is this as big as Devon versus Levon? No. I do not believe we are approaching that level of shenanigan.
Yeah. Nothing will ever top that, I think, until the rematch.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Now, I do believe that this match will be better than the Levon Devon match. As long as there's no massive injuries right out of the gate, I do think that this is actually going to be a match. Do I have severe confidence in Devon? No, but I don't have a severe confidence in anyone going against Denis Cyplenkov ever in the history of time. So, man, going to be
good. I'm not going to lie, John. When we were there with Devon,
yeah,
he certainly. Whilst Jody made us dinner, I said, "Can I have a glass of that Devon Kool-Aid?" And I had a bit of some. He certainly convinced me. Especially the stuff that he was telling us. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards you, mate.
Look, Devon seems at ease with himself. He does not seem in any way to be worried or really in his own head at all. He's been there. He's been against the strongest man ever in the history of arm wrestling. He's already felt it. Okay. Now he understands the game. And I think this version of Devon is a significant improvement. Well, I mean, we know it's an improvement because we saw the numbers, right? It's literally a factually stronger Devon, but I think it's a smarter Devon as well. And I think that's going to cause some big freaking problems for Devon Larratt.
Yeah, just there's an X factor about Denis. One, we don't know where he's truly at. I mean, he looks like a character from Roblox.
Yeah.
Like everything is square shot. You know when you used to dress up when you were young and put cardboard boxes on you and flex?
Oh, yeah.
That's Denis. Like,
for real.
Why is it all square?
I mean, Denis is not just one of the greatest freaks of arm wrestling. He's one of the greatest freaks in human history. Like, period. Like, he's that guy. He is a meme unto himself, So the big question for me, now we saw Denis handle John Brzenk with what seemed to be relative ease, right? Seemed to be relative ease. But let's be clear, Devon is not John.
No.
Devon Larratt is a different kind of guy. Devon Larratt is a guy that's going to fight him tooth and nail every step of the way. He's the kind of guy that's going to attack him from different angles. And honestly, I do not think Denis, with his strength alone, will be able to win this match. I really don't.
No. Where do they win it? Where does each athlete win this match then?
Well, Denis certainly is going to want to get it over quickly. He's going to want to overpower Devon. He's going to want to overtake Devon and make sure that power maintains a high level. Because I guarantee you, Devon is going to chip away. Devon needs to be Devon. He needs to be the bad guy. He needs to do all the nasty stuff. Now, I say that knowing that Devon didn't really need to be the mean guy against Hermes, did he? He really wasn't. He let the match start. He let the match go. Obviously he contested a little bit, but by no means was Devon the biggest dickhead he's ever been against Hermes. And he annihilated Hermes. He dominated him. He mutilated him. Just the worst kind of drubbing. So yeah, I think Denis needs to prepare his mind more than anything else.
Yeah, his mind. Yeah. Do you really need to prepare your mind when you don't understand one single word your opponent is saying?
Well, he needs to prepare his mind. Carolyn, what's up? He needs to prepare his mind for the back and forth, right? It's very good if he truly doesn't understand what Devon is saying. That's good for Denis. But it's not just about the words. It's about the way the flow of the match happens, right? A lot of people who don't arm wrestle think, all right, I'm going to get up there. I'm going to put my elbow on the thing. We're going to get our grip and then we're going to go. That's not how any of it's going to work, right? It's going to start early. Devon is going to come to the table. He's going to go away from the table. He's going to grab Denis's hand. He's going to get away from Denis's hand. He's going to pin Denis before the referee even starts to get him set. He's going to, do all these types of things, and Denis will understand exactly what Devon's point is, even if he doesn't know what words are coming out of his mouth. Yeah. Denis will be able to get it for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be. I like the way the setup's gone. The big giant sausage fingers of Denis Cyplenkov will be a huge problem for Devon. Now, I don't read. I like watching the training videos and things like that. Do I read into them too much? No. Will I talk about them? Absolutely. And what I am noticing is Denis is holding. Now, I don't know if it's because his hands are so big, but his pinky's almost like on the wrist. He's going really low, and that's just me over analyzing everything, but that's got me real intrigued if he is going to hold Devon low.
Well, he may, but I don't think it's really going to matter. I think Devon is going to be able to exert an angle regardless of what Denis brings. Okay. He's going to be able to find a lane. Devon, people like to say that Todd and Oleg. He's just I can't read
the comments, John. You'll be distracted.
Of course Devon is going to cheat. Of course I applaud him for doing. I'm a terrible person, Todd and Oleg. I'm terrible. You got to learn that, buddy. You got to learn it. I just forgot completely what we were talking about. But
the low grip from Denis, like the low grip. Coming.
I would be surprised if he does it. I think Devon will have enough shenanigans to make Denis too afraid to do it. I think Denis will be too afraid, and if he's not too afraid to do it, he might be after round one.
Yeah,
he might be.
It's ridiculous. It's going to be very interesting. I always find, and I'm going to cop. I always cop a lot of hate for it, but I just love playing devil's advocate. Everyone, and there's a few people in the chat now saying that Devon cheats. Yeah. My question to you, John, is with two referees watching and they don't start the match until they believe it's fair, how is it cheating?
Well, it's just about what you're allowed to do within the rules of the league, right? And here's the thing, even in East versus West, with Engin Terzi, who's like the proponent of the most stringent rules possible, as soon as he realized that Devon's way of arm wrestling is the way he makes money, guess what? All those rules weren't so important now, are they, Engen? No, of course not. And they let things go now because they finally got it through their heads that makes for more exciting arm wrestling.
What I would love, and I don't know how it's going to work, but what I would love my top 5 Devon lovers.
Yeah.
My top 5 Devon lovers, like the just, Devon. And my top 5 Devon haters that would like want to smash his hand with a hammer or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Film themselves during this match and send it to me.
Love it. Love it.
I would love to do a comparison of it because it's the Devon haters. Oh, Devon's cheating and he's a disgrace to the sport. Or then if, I would love to see the Devon lovers if Denis gets the first pin to see what is going on. I love this about sport. I love how they go about it. The thought process, as you will.
Look, I'm the guy who's about to have a tack match at Valhalla 3 against Evan Burgoyne. Hey, believe it or not, I am the future of arm wrestling, and you better get used to it. You better get used to it.
All you've done in the past 12 months is just shorten your javelin.
Yeah, that's it. It's a very short, powerful javelin now. That's what we're going for.
Yeah, that thumbtack match, man. Hey, look, like I've said a number of times, I think it's silly, but I am intrigued to see how it goes. Now Thomas Miles brings up an interesting point here. It says the poor sportsmanship may be a reason arm wrestling is not mainstream. I thought the athletes at the table, 99 matches out of 100 show great sportsmanship.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the masses do not really know about all the deep shenanigans, right? Everybody that's on this show right now is like in it, right? We're all in it. We watch the stuff that Devon puts out. We watch all these things. But the average consumer doesn't quite get that deep knowledge. They're not going to understand that Devon was just making gay jokes about Babkin and Denis in the live stream, right? A lot of people do, but the general masses don't. Now, the problem arm wrestling has always had is that it's just not enough to be supported by a significant amount of people over time. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it is boring as hell if you don't know what's going on. I mean, think about it. We had a blockbuster movie in the 80s about arm wrestling starring Sylvester frickin' Stallone. And it made it go up for a little bit, and then it went back down. I mean, arm wrestling has been up and down for the last 60 years. And, it's only in the last 5 years that it's consistently started to gain popularity. And that's what people tend to forget. You got to really think back because arm wrestling has been an organized sport for a long ass time. And it's gone now. And coincidentally, the more ridiculous arm wrestling has gotten, the more popular it has gotten. Because now it's not about the fairness of the sport. What it's about is the virality of the sport. Okay. Why do you think slap fighting is so much more popular than arm wrestling? I hate slap. I think it's the stupidest freaking thing ever. But those guys are making a hell of a lot more money than most arm wrestlers are.
Yeah. And, I hate slap fighting. I'll tell you a huge reason. And the only reason why I say it's a huge reason, because it affected my channel, inept, affected the arm wrestling community. It was either late last year, early this year. I was chasing sponsorship. Some bookings were coming up, and I was like, imagine if I could wear such and such shirt while I'm overseas. there was it was big money for me that was going to come into sponsoring the channel. Then they told me that they went through YouTube comments, Reddit comments, and Facebook comments.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is worse than basketball.
Yeah, it's like toxic viewership.
So then they were like, you guys all love the sport and your community's great and you all praise that you love the sport. And they were showing me all these clips. And then in the photo, like they couldn't just have an honest discussion. We get a pretty good here in our chat.
Yeah.
A good discussion. But then they were like, yeah, your sport's not big enough to have fans like that.
Right.
We're gonna go elsewhere. And they probably went to cornhole or pillow fighting or things like
or
that.
tag, professional tag.
Which we were sitting there watching on TV before our event. What do we got here? Todd and Oleg's Love Child says, if a competitor continues to pull after the ref says stop to intentionally fatigue or possibly injure their opponent, they should lose the round immediately. Thoughts? I don't think anyone's trying to injure an opponent. Well, not that I'm aware of. Maybe in the lower leagues, but not in the
So I only care about one thing, and what is the rule? Like what in the league has to have a set of rules. What is the rule? That's all I care about. So because I'm from this perspective, right? Any league can have any set of rules they want. Then I, as an arm wrestler, I choose the leagues that I want to participate in. I choose not to participate in WAF because it's fucking boring as hell. It's so dumb and boring. It's not for me, right? But other people love it. And so I say, hey, that's awesome. But whatever the rule is in the league, then the referees should be enforcing those rules. So, one, if there is no rule, then there's no rule to call. If there is a rule and the referee doesn't call the rule, then it's on the referee.
Yeah.
That's it.
And for me, it's such a short amount of time. You know what I mean? Like I've played basketball and someone's gone for a shot and the referee's blowing their whistle, but they're still going. And I've like hit their arms to stop them from shooting the ball, but the game stopped. And sometimes I haven't heard the whistle properly. I haven't heard the call. The same in footy. Umpire blew his whistle bloody 30 meters down the field, but I've still tackled this bloke to the ground, or some blokes collected me up, but the game had stopped. Yeah, just trying to break it down. I understand the baiting Todd and Oleg Loves Child trying to do. And that's why we love him. But I'm actually trying to, it's very interesting. But yeah, I would probably be leaning towards what you said, John. Whatever's in the rules. If the rules say if you continue, because I'm not seeing like huge matches after the referee says stop. 9 times out of 10, the referee usually grabs their hands and they stop.
Well, I think a lot of it is like the Devon thing that I alluded to earlier, where he'll grip up with the guy right away and he'll like bring him all the way to the pad before the match is even close to starting, right? And he gives that like it's basically just the same as whipping your dong out on the table just to show the guy, hey, look what I'm working with. And just kind of put that mental state into your opponent's mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Cornell's awesome. Yeah, it sucked that I lost sponsors like that, but that you know, these are something that we come over and try and make it.
People make all sorts of arguments as to why arm wrestling won't get sponsored. Sometimes it's because of the steroids. Sometimes it's because of the fans. Sometimes it's because of this. Sometimes it's that. It's just boring if you don't understand it. Arm wrestling is if you don't know what you're watching, it's boring because you don't like it's all set up, right? We like people who are into it. I'm like, oh, look at what Devon's doing. Oh God, look at what Dennis is doing. Oh Jesus, yes. And then people at home are just like, what? Why is this taking so long? Right? You got to remember that the normal person still thinks it's illegal to use your body.
Yes.
Right? That's what we're working with. So it's like, how can we make it more exciting? How can we make it more accessible? Look, tack match is probably the answer.
What? No. I tell you what, though, if it is, I will be the first one to go, I was wrong.
There you go. Oh, people are going to hate it. There will be tears in the streets, just rivers of tears all over.
But I do, one thing I do like is, look, it can be frustrating times that we don't have one complete set of rules, because then as a commentator, I'm like, oh, I've got to learn this new set of rules now, and this set of rules, which doesn't take long at all. But I do love when there is an opportunity for someone to just come in and take charge. Like, who's going to be the big dog? We've seen promotions start and do horrible, gamble their money away.
Yep.
Ridiculous. But then we've seen other promotions come in, East versus West, king of the table, gods. We've seen all them come in and do some really amazing things. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But, John, enough about the rules. Who's winning round one?
Ooh. If I'm just going straight up round one, and if the bet is only round one, Denis versus Devon, I would be a fool to not say Denis. A fool. Denis has the high-end power over probably everyone on the planet, excluding maybe Levon. He's got ability, right? This has been said a million times before. People think, oh, well, Denis is just a big roid monster. Well, he is a roid monster, but he's not just a roid monster, right? The guy knows how to pull. He knows the angles. He knows what to do, when to do it, how to do it. He can put you in a bad situation. So for me, Devon is not winning round one. And if he does win round one, expect the thing to be a goddamn sweep. Period. If Devon, I will say this, Denis takes round one, but if Devon wins round one, it's over 6-0. Denis is going home and never arm wrestling again.
Well, that was going to be my next question is, do you think Denis would continue to pull if he loses?
I don't know. What's it worth for him? I'm like, the big question for Denis is like, all right, dude, clearly you had a major health problem. Clearly it was because of your rampant steroid abuse, which I don't have any problem with. But what is it worth to you? Are you getting paid enough now that you can't have, because like he's not going to get a match with Levon if he loses to Devon, right?
Yeah.
So then where does he go? Does he go to Hermes? Does he go, Vitali, whatever, whoever he goes to after that? That match is not going to get him as much money, guaranteed. So what is his value on his health and his life? I don't know. Roymond?
Well, let's see. Let's just scroll back a little bit and see what the usual suspects on about. The improvements in people be better than the juice. Devon wins every freaking round. We've got Denis round one, Denis round two, and then Devon with the whack, whack, whack.
Oh, right. This is East versus West and not King of the Table. God damn it.
Yeah, so they're going to pull all 5 rounds.
The dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life, by the way. So stupid.
Yeah. In recent, it's funny because King of the Table cops slack for it, but yet it's just been introduced.
Oh, Engen does it. Hey, have you looked at his videos lately? There is guys in that are lining up ready to give their seed to Engen. They want to have his babies. Come on, have some self-respect, guys. Jesus.
In what video?
Any and all.
Oh.
I went in there because, Engen had I don't know, what happened to him? Did he get in a car accident or something? Or he fell?
No, I think he fell doing a workout. And
so he fell
and smashed his head.
Yeah, so I wanted to see what was up with that. I hope he's going to do better. But oh my God, the fellatio happening in that comment section was, I mean, it was so much I was erect. Jesus.
Oh. Wow. We got here round one. We'll tell so much, see who has any strain. What else have we got? Marcus is just Gods for life, which is in there. Oh, look, I'm excited for this match. I'll probably do a live about it every single day because I've got 3.5 weeks to go. I genuinely don't care. I don't care who wins. If Denis wins, he sets himself up for Levan. Them two are relatively inactive anyway, so they can sit, train, get ready for it. Devon's going to pull regardless. But then if Devon wins, that's great because we get Devon versus Levan 2, redemption. So I don't really care. I just don't want it to be a 3-0 either way.
Yeah.
I don't want Denis to hold Devon in the middle of the table and smash him. I don't want Devon to find that pronator and take care of it and win 3-0. I would love it after 2 rounds, it's 1-1.
Well, for me, I'm a little, I agree with you that I definitely want to see a match. I don't want to see a drubbing either way. But I think the value of Devon winning is way higher than the value of Denis winning, right? Denis versus Levan, great match. Sure, it'll do great numbers. A rematch between Devon and Levan? Come on. Like just do the math in your head for 2 seconds. Like it will murder everything.
Hot tip. Rocky 2 is the best Rocky out of them all.
Hoyo!
Just saying. And that was a rematch. Yeah. Oh, look, I think I know I've been absolutely flogged. I've got lashings for this, but I love rematches. People hate, we don't want them. They've already pulled. It's like, you know what? I love it. If there's a rematch, there's so many matches that have happened, even over the last 12 months.
Yeah.
That I want to see run back.
Well, as long as there's a reason, right? As long as there's a reason and there's a question. Sure. Is there a question for Denis versus Levan? Of course there is. If Denis just takes Devon and just like hulks him and smashes him to bits, then obviously that's going to be the match. I just don't see it getting the numbers that Devon would, because the money comes from America when it comes down to it. Okay. You can have 80 gajillion views in Russia, but guess what? You're not getting paid for any of those. Devon is the one that brings the money, period.
He does. And our man, Pavlo Derbedenyev.
Pablo.
The chat. Hope you're going well. He was quite funny during that podcast.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole thing. I only saw
he was telling people to shut up. He's like, let me translate. Let me talk. And Pablo just stern looking at everyone. And he's like, right. And the good thing, in any memory sort of game, Pavlo's my number 1 pick. Because Denis would rile off like 3.5 minutes worth of talking. And then Pavlo goes, shh, let me translate. And then he goes off for 3.5 minutes. And I was like, what a memory.
Yeah. Pavlo, the only one with any sense on that panel. For sure.
The only thing he forgot to buy me a drink at Knuckles Up, but whatever, mate. Whatever. And he wants to know, do you know who did the heaviest riser lift? Devon's lift. Well, I'm assuming it's you.
Probably Pavlo.
Because why else would you be asking, Pablo?
Just tell him to shut up, Pablo. Tell him to shut his mouth. You just tell him.
Yeah. Roy's in here. G'day, Jay. What's going on? Another Roy. G'day, Uncle John. What is happening? Oh, there was a good question I want to ask. This would be It wouldn't be funny, but it is funny. Will arm wrestling end after the Levan Dennis match? Could you imagine if it just stopped?
Certainly. Arm wrestling is over. We've reached the pinnacle.
You turn up and it's tumbleweeds and everyone's using arm wrestling tables as storage units. No, there's going to be more stars. Arm wrestling is as popular as it's ever been.
Yeah.
So it's coming through. It's coming through quite good. It could be a point where, I don't know, people look after their health a bit better after that match.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Levan seems to think that SARMs don't have side effects and, all this good stuff. So
I actually think the S in SARMs means side effects.
Oh, yeah.
So Pablo's right. Me with Toddzilla is yes, please.
Oh, yeah. Him versus Toddzilla.
Oh, yeah.
Right hand. Like, look, when it comes to Pablo versus the world, I don't care. Every match that Pablo has, whether he wins or loses, is a good match, right? The guy doesn't have bad matches. And that is what people really got to realize is where the worth in arm wrestling is. People don't want to see 3-0s. They don't want to see 0-3. They want to see matches where you fight. And it's a bonus if you look like a freaking Greek god like Pavlo Derbedev.
Well, Pablo has two very, very interesting stats about him. One, a couple of East versus Wests, he was the only person to get a pin and lose the match.
Right.
Everything else was 3-0, and I think Chance got around on fouls.
Yeah.
Second, he's the only bloke to tell me after speaking English that I need to learn how to speak English.
All true. All true. Strong and smart, that Pablo.
That's a good one. I'll tell you what, I like this conspiracy theory. Is it true Uncle Johnny's moving back to the USA because he took a job as an announcer for the reboot of the WAL? I would love that.
I'm just holding on to that little secret deep down inside. Well, you guys might realize, although my background does look very similar to what it was, I am officially in the United States of America.
America.
Yeah. So why I'm here, where I'll be going, who I'll be announcing for, it's all to be revealed.
Ooh, bum, bum, bum.
All I can tell you now is that March 23rd, baby, I'll be in Carlingford, Ireland, and I'll be taking on Evan Burgoyne in the first ever thumbtack arm wrestling match. There will be blood.
Will there? You guys will get it so wrong, and you'll buy rubber ones, or it'll just go into the strap.
Look. I have watched a lot of Mick Foley in my day, okay? I have a very, very advanced understanding of the psychology of the hardcore match, all right? So you listen here. When I say there will be blood, there will be blood.
There we go. And it's not from his fanny.
I mean, Evan will definitely be menstruating at the time, I'm sure, but
yeah, it's it'll be fun. Maybe not, but we'll wait and see. We will wait and see. It'll be great. What can we do? Fake tack says Dan John. Hey, we're going to play the caption game in a little bit. We have two. I think they're great.
Bangers.
I think they are absolutely ripper ones, which is good. So I'm just about to close the poll. 173 votes. Hey guys, can we just pump these bloody likes up? Let's get in there. 184 votes. 58% say Devon will win round one. So my next poll, Uncle John, I'll write it down, and we'll see, and then we'll see who will. I just got to write their names. It's between Devon Larratt and the Cyborg. Denis Cyplenkov. Sorry. So, there was a podcast a while ago and someone super chatted, hey, did Aussie Arm Wrestler speak to you about the nickname the Cyborg? Blah, 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 blah. And what would you like your nickname to be? And Denis said something along the lines, he didn't speak to me first, couldn't remember. I like the name, the Python. Yeah, the Python will do. Just call me the Python, right? I'm always calling him the Cyborg because he mentioned something at King of the Table about Cyborg. We spoke about it. But it is bloody hard between meeting Denis for the first time, the way I talk, Bubkin translating. Yeah. Anyway, people are now going into my videos and telling me off if I call him the Cyborg. You idiots! Stop calling him the Cyborg. Mate, I call Ron Bubble Bath. That's not his nickname. He's the living legend. It's like,
Look, Jake, just realize that a lot of people are very low on power in their real life, right? They must come to your video and make sure you know how low power they have in their life.
Oh. I was just like, when I kept reading this, I was like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? Oh, and now I'm going to go overboard. I'm just going to I might do a video, the top 10 best nicknames in arm wrestling. Coming in at number 1, the Cyborg. Honorable mention, the Cyborg. Number 2, the Cyborg. 3, 4, and 5, you better bloody believe it, the Cyborg. I think it's a cool nickname. I call it whatever I want. Spermy says, hit the like button in there. We'll get in there. Oh, yeah. So my poll question was, who will Kings move first, John?
Yeah. Well,
Denis is the answer.
I did vote, and I did vote for Denis, but I do not think he will Kings move in round 1.
Ooh.
Maybe not even in round 2, but in round 3, he's going to be Kings moving for sure.
Oh yeah, I think when did we last see Devon Kings move? Was it against Dave? Because they were like double Kings move, and they did that for a bit of fun at King of the Table. Was that the last? He didn't Kings move against Erdemes.
No, for a real true ugly Kings move, it's been a very long time.
Yeah,
a very long time.
But I think the way Denis just naturally goes there, and
well, it's hard to say because also remember we have not seen Denis in a match where he has been challenged also in a very, very long time, right? Like he didn't really go against John. Did he do anything against John?
I think he did. Is it a King's move or does he sit right? I know he gets right underneath the table and holds out, but
there's a big difference between just an open top roll and a true King's move, right? The
last time we saw Levan do a King's move. Oh my god!
All right, now I want to see Denis versus John. Somebody tell me when the King's move occurs in the Denis versus.
I'm talking about last time we saw Devon King's move. Just go to any Denis training video.
I just don't.
At Arm Wars did he King's move at Arm Wars?
I don't think not left.
Georgie?
I don't think
I think
so.
against Georgie maybe, but once again, yeah. So there.
Let's see, okay. Round 1, Dennis, definitely not King's moving in round 1.
King's moved. Devon King's moved Dave, but that was a bit of fun.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
No,
Right.
the only reason why I ask is because like everyone's like, Devon cheats. He's got a King's move.
Yeah.
But I'm like, he hasn't done it in a while.
Michael hasn't even King's move properly. They both Devon and Michael completely changed the way they were doing the King's move to bring it up and higher. So like, is it really a King's move anymore? I don't know.
Yeah. Just a long arm, a Levan before his bicep blew up. Anyway, I hope everyone's hitting the like button because we are about to play our first caption game. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm in round 3 now. I'm in round 3.
For what?
Trying to find Dennis King's moving against John.
Oh, well, I know a bloke that commentated that match and interviewed both of them after the match.
Did Dennis King's move?
You could get in there. Guys, if you haven't played, hang on. I like to do this. If you haven't played the caption game, we love to have a bit of fun on Maximum Bang Monday. I know everyone's getting bloody serious and argumentative in the comments, which is good because actually I've been reading a lot of the comments and you guys haven't been too disrespectful. So it's awesome. I like that. Sorry, John, am I fucking boring you, mate?
Sorry, I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see if Dennis King's move against John Brzenk, and I do not think he King's moved against John Brzenk.
There you go. There you go. But we're here. What we're going to do is we're going to put a photo up on the board. We're going to ask you a question about it, and then you guys go into the comments. Our best ones make the list, and you can win yourself some points. I'm going to show you the leaderboard in a moment. But the Plexinator's in the chat, and he says, why is it called the King's Move?
Oh. You want me to explain?
It's because they're sitting on a throne when they're sitting there.
Incorrect.
I don't know why.
Because it originated with the king, Crazy George. Crazy George was King's moving like 40 years ago, right? And so that's where all of that stuff started. That's why there's so many guys in the Ontario area that come from Canada that have that King's move because George has been doing it for a million years. And they call him the King. So it was the King's move.
We need to get a Crazy George trading card for Series 2. We've got some seriously cool athletes going for Season 2. We're just now got a couple of meetings with some people. And hopefully we can get ready to announce all the Series 2 athletes for trading cards. And then we can go from there and start making them even better than Series 1. And I think you've only got a handful of packets left, John.
Yeah.
So get ordering.
Get them while they're hot, ladies and gentlemen.
Love that intro. It's a good intro, which is good. Don't worry. After the what's it called? Feck lads need up the disrespecting levels. Okay, let me scroll down. That's what we've got. Okay. Let's check out the leaderboard, John. Not much movement last week because we always get stuck only playing one round of it. We need to play both of them this week.
I just want to make sure that Muscle Bike is at -6. No, -9 where he was the time before. -9 Muscle Bike. -9. That's what happens when you go against Uncle Jacked at
He's down there with 3 points. He needs to be -9. I need to fix that up.
So he should be -6 on the whole because it was a -9. It was a plus or minus 6 plus because he won 3 that previous. I'm like, I'll let you go and get 6 more points, or you go -6 more points.
So there you go. We are tied at the top of the table. Unknown Arm, Captain Obvious last year's winner, White Wolf, DF Spermies, Marcus Thompson. Mate, you're struggling to get on the first page. I'm telling you, you need a lot of points. Alrighty. I think this one's pretty fun. Everyone.
There's only one way this could be better, and if Bobkin was in there.
Well, the photo was too big because I think Bobkin's next to Dennis or the one over.
Like Dennis just swam across the ocean.
So I just want to see, does it look better there or does it look better here? Yeah, let's do it here. Get our reactions from it.
We got a couple good ones. I gotta get my water.
We got the YMCA boys. I love this one. Roy to Men. Oh, Aaron Mooney kicking off. Where's my pen? Aaron Mooney. Let me get that one down. This is why everyone turns up. Roy to Men. Aaron. Aaron Mooney. Come on, John, hurry up. I'll wait till John. I'll keep coming. I'll wait till John comes back. So if you've just joined us, this Caption game, all in a bit of fun. Stick around. We'll talk about more Devon and Dennis a little bit later on.
Hey, Roy to Men.
Roy to Men. We had the YMCA boys. Roy to Men killed it. Bubkin's Angels.
Oh, that's a real good one. I love that one.
We got Russian Village boys. I just put a dib. I'll put a dibs down. You like that one?
Bobkin's Angels. That's a T-shirt.
Stem Cell boys.
Yeah.
The Cold War clothes.
How about the Kidney Kids?
I like this one. The Forearms. That's clever.
Not bad.
STP.
Robert Kelly.
They're coming in hot today. This is what I love about Maximum. Right sentence. Oh wow! I like that one. Right.
Some good ones are filling up quick, boys.
Here we go. The Bud Light boys, the Husky Ruskies, the Blight Street boys, Brokeback boys, the Doobie Brothers band, the Hairy Backstreet boys.
That's like Russian Wheel of Fortune before and after.
Oh, hey, what's it? How long? Hairy Backstreet Boys. Oh. I'll tell you what, if I have to write down 10, I think I'm just going to give everyone 2 points.
All right.
Heartstopper. Oh, we got the D-Ball brothers from and Will sent me a funny photo today, actually. Did he send it to you as well?
Yes, he did.
How cool was that? Big Boys, Little Toys. Bubkin's Toys. We've got the Back Scratchers. HGH Trend Direction.
Trend Direction. That's a good one.
It was going to be a 4-hour show, John. Lucky your time's changed.
Right.
I wrote that on an angle. I was laughing too. Oh, the juicy oars. Top 4. Alrighty. We've got the Juice Newton Band, Pancake Flapjacks. Good to see you, street level. We got Needles and Rice. Come on. The Grizzly Go-Go's, the Strap-Ons, the Needles. How Long Gold? Natty by Nature. That's a good one. Natty by Nature. Blue Movie, the band. I don't know. Blue Movie. Sorry, mate. The Backstreet Bears. My man, Major Mason. The Unexteroidable.
Rolls off the tongue, defends.
Generation RX. Next week I'll have to change it so the caption game's on our side and we're over. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna try something. What if I move? Can I move you to there? No, because the comments are wrecking. Hey, if you're just joining us, all the auctions are happening next week.
Yeah.
The Backney Boys. I like that one. Boys to Trend.
Yeah.
Big dump in the toilet, guys.
I mean, you are speaking my language, Red Cap, man. Can you imagine the size of the hogs that their toilets have to take down? Jesus.
Be brilliant. Stairway to Trenton. Brokeback Cuppers. Ruskies and the Pacemakers. The Testosterone.
How long trying to get on the board, ladies and gentlemen?
He's got a good one on there already.
I think the first one was better. What was the first one?
Yeah, Hairy Backstreet Boys.
The Hairy Backstreet Boys was epic.
What else? Cross-eyed face.
God, I didn't know it.
There's an awesome pic of Dennis in a video, and he goes cross-eyed to the camera. That's what I think of.
You know, what I appreciate about White Wolf the most is that he's really changed my mind about the fact that gay bikers actually are very funny.
USADA boys.
The poster boys.
Panel boys. Shirts in the laundry boys. Encycle. Twisted Misters. Smashing Pumpkins.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Unknown if you don't make the leaderboard, I have to give you a point for last week. I didn't put his comment on there.
Oh,
but
he
broke me. He broke me during the last Caption
about me
game.
looking like a guy that's been in a wheelchair his whole life.
He walks around the party in his hands. Oh, it was horrible. Oh. One Step from Heaven. What else have we got? The Mighty Testosterone. Red Hot Sausage Fingers. Oh, wow. Who's that from? Mine. Crafty. Encycle. Carolyn. Don't laugh at your own jokes. That's our job.
I love that it's laugh out loud and the symbol to make sure that we're clear. But still, that still doesn't top Spermies explaining his joke in person.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Amazing times.
Okay. What else have we got?
Ooh.
Let's see if we can get something good.
Yeah, we gotta become more picky as we go.
Johnny Garcia says, "Why do you sound Australian?"
No idea.
I'm called the Aussie arm wrestler.
No, that's the band name. The band name. Why do you sound Australian?
Oh, then that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I've missed one, but apparently it's hilarious. One Erection.
I didn't see that one either.
No. Oh well.
Wait, Trend Direction was on there.
Yeah, I didn't see one erection.
Like one erection is good. Like it's funny, but it's not. Well, I mean, I guess it could be specific to these guys because they could be on like a bunch of D-ball, and then you get D-ball dick, and you can't. Only one of them's able to get an erection. That would be possible.
No, we missed it. I've got 8 on the list. If I get 2 more,
Yep.
then everyone gets points.
Well, Super Steel maybe just got it.
No erection. You idiot. No, whoever said one erection, I do apologize because heaps of people saying, "Oh, that's cool." Righty, let's go. Let's fire it off. Got about 30, 40 seconds. Jeez, I'm even tempted to roll into the next one. All natural Fantastic Fours. No. I'm very surprised Pablo hasn't called us idiots yet. 3 erections and the limps. It's just got piss.
Piss. That's my band.
All righty. What else have we got? I want to give out some points. We want to give out some points for foreskins.
That's the opener for the skin flutes.
Yeah. Marcus just goes, drugs.
Everybody takes drugs. Yeah.
Boys to Trend from Evan. Did we have that already? No, we had roids to men.
No, I think somebody else said boys to Trend earlier. Maybe Evan's just laughing at something. Well, Evan can't read, so probably not. He probably just stole it for himself.
Yeah. Okay. We'll give it a few more. We'll give it a few more. I did it all for the Babkin. Come on, the Babkin. Come on, so you can. Luckadoo.
Oh God.
One more. Hey, we got another good one. That's clever. Top rolling. Oh, where to go? Top hold Rolling Stone. Top Rolling Stones.
Family friendly.
Good. We've got Snow White and the Giant Dwarfs. The testosterone. The metal. He's come in. Behold and receive thy metallic blessing. The hanging, banging, the slinging, slinging. The meat spinning and title winning. Ready head bang.
Well, I'll tell you what. Meat will be spun on March 23rd, Arm Gods Valhalla number 3, where I take on the weakest Canadian in history, Evan Burgoyne, in the first ever thumbtack arm wrestling match. Go to armgods.com, you idiots.
Yeah, I can't wait for Arm Gods. It just sucks that it's March. Like, it's so far away.
I know, it's like 5 months. I mean, Evan, if he gets on steroids now, he could actually train to be as good as I am now, and then I'll just be 5 months stronger than that.
All righty, guys. Rage against the drug test.
Trent Zeppelin, Death Bob.
Trent Zeppelin. I'll tell you what, guys. We'll take that down. We got another caption game that we're going to play. Let's get this back up on the screen. Also, don't forget, if you want to help out Sabine Badalescu, head over there to his PayPal. Aaron Mooney, ADIB, STP, Marcus Thompson, How Long, Robert Kelly, White Wolf, Minecrafty, and Luckadoo79. John, how many points are they all getting? Are they all getting 1 each? Are they all getting 2 each?
Yeah, one or two minus 1 or 2 points, I think would be great.
You asshole.
Real incentive.
After 20 minutes and now you're punishing them.
I say give them all 2 points. Give them all a big deuce from Uncle John.
All right, a big deuce from Uncle John. Unknown Arm killed me last week. I'm going to give him 1. Unknown Arm. Don't worry, there's another chance that we're going to going to play it. John, I want to get your opinion before we roll into the next caption game. East versus West is coming up in 20-odd days. 26 days, 27 days.
Yep.
Oh, people. Is this the best card in history?
Well, I mean, it depends on. You mean before we know what happens?
Yeah,
because the best card in history. It's like it could be this one. It could be the next. It could be the next one. But then we end up finding out that all the matches sucked balls, and then it kind of loses a little bit of its luster. You know what I mean? Could it? Is the card great? Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Yes. Awesome. I mean, Paul Lynn's not on it, so I mean, it can't be the best, but still going to be pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be one. I'd like to go through every single card in the last 3 years, all the major players.
Yeah.
And sit back and go and try and look at them without the results.
Yeah.
Then that would, yeah. I mean, that's going to be hard.
Like,
because, I asked people, is this the biggest match in history? And if if Hermes didn't get stomped by Devon or, was that it's.
And it really depends on what you value out of the match. Because like if we're going before the matches happen, then it's like, is it just based on hype? Is it based on perceived closeness of the matches, or like what everybody bases it on a little bit different thing. Obviously, I'm in Pavlo Derbyanyev's camp. I mean, if Pavlo's not there, like, am I even going to buy it? I don't know. Devon alone is not enough for me. Devon alone is, I need Pavlo on the card, or else I'm just not that interested.
Yeah. Pavlo doesn't interest me much at all.
You're horrible.
Nah.
You are banned outright.
No, I love hanging out with Pavlo. Love hanging out. I've done it twice now. My favorite thing about Pavlo is, as you were saying, he just looks like a Greek god.
Yeah.
But he'll just look at you, and like the first time I met him, I was like, "Hey, mate," just come straight from the airport. hey, mate, how you going? You know, rah, and they're talking, and he's good. And he gives you nothing. But then, like, towards, like, a couple of days later and kicking the tables over, he's like, I like you. I like you. You're very funny. You like you. A lot of energy.
High praise.
But it's like, shows you nothing. You think you're offending him all the time. But no, had a lot of fun. And then had a lot of fun with Pavlo at Knuckles Up.
Yeah. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be. I hope Pavlo is at the next Knuckles Up. Have they announced any matches for Knuckles Up in January yet?
No, just the date. They announced the date today, January 6th.
Nice.
Pablo doesn't look at you. He looks through you. Knuckles Up. When it comes to dates, just can't win.
Yeah.
Because, like, their first one, they booked it, and then Devon and Hermes booked that day.
Yeah.
They were a few hours of difference. Then at the end of Knuckles Up, they announced their next date. And I told them, that's the same day as King of the Table. Don't do it.
Bad idea.
So then they rang me up a while ago and they said, oh, we're looking to do January 6th. I went, yeah, that seems good. But now isn't there like the Vitacels or something? Everyone's going to have a Vitacell party.
In Vegas.
Yeah. So it's like a lot of the athletes that I'm sure they'd love to book.
Yeah. I will be at the Vitacell party.
Yeah.
In Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be brilliant. Knuckles Up's going to be brilliant. Pavlo can't make it. He'll probably be at the Vitacell party with you.
Pavlo, we're going to party. We're going to party, Pavlo.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
We'll just have to see. Johnny Garcia. Picture of his dog. Good man. Honestly, Devon and Devon should be an all-out battle of who has the best stamina. Devon recognises it, and that's why he's lost weight for the match. He has the strength. He needs the endurance. What do you think of Devon's weight loss?
Well, I think Devon's weight loss is to do with him being confident that he doesn't need to be heavy, right? Because he's been all over the board, right? He's been all the way down in the 220s, all the way up to almost 300 pounds over the last 10 years. So he knows now where he functions best, what he needs to do to get in that zone of good function. And there's this question in arm wrestling about endurance and what endurance is, because a lot of people believe that endurance is just being stronger than your opponent. If I'm way stronger than you, I can arm wrestle you forever because I don't have to exert much force to hold you into place, right? While you have to exert a bunch of force to, just keep me in check. The other is, okay, is it actual endurance like running endurance, right? Do you have to get your circulatory system in order? Certainly that plays a role in it, but if you're just that much stronger, it doesn't really matter that much. So it's trying to find that balance point of where your body is going to work the best. And I think Devon has just gotten closer and closer and closer to finding that perfect balance between power and endurance. And everybody's going to be a little bit different, and you will change throughout your arm wrestling career. Things will change. Sometimes you'll be a little bit stronger and you won't have the endurance, right? It waxes and wanes. And,
what if he becomes too light though?
Well, I will see real quick. If he's too light, if he goes too light and it does start affecting his power, but I mean, clearly it hasn't, because how heavy was he against Hermes? He was still pretty light, like low 260s.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and so he murdered Hermes at low 260s, and now he was, 256, 257, I think, in his last update. So and his lifts are up. So, look at the power, what he's lifting versus his body and the body's composition. It's not just a direct correlation. It's not like weight goes up, power goes up. It's more nuanced than that. And it really, really becomes obvious at these super high levels.
Yeah, I understand that if your weight goes up, doesn't mean you get stronger. But yeah, I would just hate it if he thought, okay, let's say 255, for example. And he's like, I'm 255. Imagine if I beat Denis at 240. How good would that be? And then he just gets a bit carried away and suddenly I don't think you'll get as low as 230, but then he's like, imagine if I'm 20 kilos lighter and I'll whoop him. And he drops he won't drop that low, but you know where I'm getting at.
Yeah. I mean, being realistic, I don't know anything about the regiments of special pancakes, anything. I don't know really anything, but I'm assuming that the big weight increases that we see in a lot of guys, that's like a month out, and we see these big 20-pound jumps. It's because of special pancakes and special syrup. So maybe that's just changed a little bit. I don't know.
And let's get into big jump. Silky Wilkie's off the top rope with a huge elbow drop of maximum bang. Huge supporter of what we're doing. Thank you, Silky. He says, would endurance be a specific subset within your areas of efficiency? How do you bait out someone into being less efficient so you can quickly set in the attrition? Is it just outside their comfortability of pull?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you can find a weakness, absolutely. I can hold someone. I have long endurance in a hook in a pretty comfortable position or back pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I have zero defense because of dislocated shoulders to side pressure. So I think to get the right endurance, you can be as strong and long endured in any position. I think you just need to find out where their weakness is.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's easier.
So I'll take I'll take another crack at that. For me, I'm not really ever all that worried about my opponents, and I watch my opponents and I look at what they do. But for me, the best way for me to tire out my opponent is to get to where I am strong as quickly and efficiently as possible. If you go to the Arm Gods YouTube and watch my match against Candyman, Scotty James, you're going to see that in each and every match, my starting movement is from straight to there. I never pinned him. Well, outside of the straps, I never pinned him right off the go. I was hitting to a dominant position. And all I cared about was to push him outside of his shoulder a little bit and get his wrist to go back. So I wanted his wrist back. And I got that in every single round. Now, the Candyman had it in his head. He even told me after the first round, after I won, he's like, yeah, but I stopped you. And I'm like, please keep thinking that, because I stopped, right? I stopped because I'm only worried about getting to that dominant position. Once I'm in the dominant position, then I go to one of a multitude of different angles. But as long as I'm in that dominant position, I'm sitting pretty.
I think when people are training, so many times when I'm helping new people on the table at my club, I'll be like, right, let's do a whole heap of top rolls. And they're like, well, what if someone goes in here? I'm like, no, let's just focus on what you're strong at now.
Yeah.
Get really good there. Don't be okay at a lot of things. Be really fucking good at one bit. That's what I'd be doing. It's almost impossible, especially when you're first starting off, to find out every single person's weakness and compute it into your system. Just be really good at top rolling. Be really good at top rolling without going to the straps. Be really good at tight hooking, and then go from there. Major Mason says, I'll continue to build and maintain my bodily template through normal foods, sleep, and gym time. None of the extra stuff. And there's the link if you want to go see the whole shebang, according to the whitest of the wolfest.
Mm-hmm.
My man, Evan Burgoyne, huge supporter of what we do here. Thank you very much. Says, is there a weight cap for our match?
I think there should be a weight minimum. What do you think the weight minimum should be, Evan? There's definitely no cap, but I want to know what the minimum is going to be. I was 247 this morning. I was 247.
I think there should be minimum 300 thumbtacks.
Woo! I do like that. I do like that idea.
And, which is going. White Wolf has gifted 10 memberships to Dead Set Legends. If you just click on that and say allow gifts, you get yourself an Aussie arm wrestler membership, which is really good. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. Evan is 240.
Yeah. So what you let me know what you want.
Well, there you go. The CEO has spoken. Everything 300. Oh, which is in there. Apparently, Gary Goodridge curled 240 with one hand today.
I don't doubt it. Gary Goodrich is a freak. He's a freak. Even now, he's still a freak.
Man.
What about this? Okay, you have to be 300 pounds, but you don't have to naturally be 300 pounds. But however much you are under 300, you have to wear a weighted vest that adds up to 300 pounds when you're on the scale.
Ha! There you go. Agent of Chaos. You've put on quite a bit of weight, Uncle John. Pretty sure you competed in a bunch of lower weight classes at Tulsa last year.
Yeah, well, I was in a caloric deficit for about 3 years, and I got down to my lowest was 193. And then for about a year, I kind of leveled out at about 220. And then over the last 5 months, I've put on about 25 or 27 pounds.
There you go. They're saying, Silky says, a weighted vest full of tacks. And then what happens is, so you're both at 300 pounds and it's a weighted vest full of tacks. Yeah. Then the loser has to take off their vest, lie on their back, and then the other one can give them a splash and jump on them.
It's not bad. Full
of tacks. Hey, 300 pounds, Uncle John would be Papa John.
The funny thing is that a lot of people don't know that I was 320 pounds at the beginning of this whole thing. Believe that. They
are fun videos. Hey, let's get into the next caption game, because what happens is we get ahead of ourselves, we have a bit of fun, and then we're like, oh, we forgot another caption game. So I want to give our points. Let's fill up this leaderboard. Marcus says done. Just going to get there. Done. Big. It's going to be good. Was it 2 years ago, John? You weighed 320?
No. 320 was now like 4 or 5 years ago, because I was like in a caloric deficit. I went from about 320 down to about 255, 260. And then I was there, but I was between 250 and 270 for like a year. And then that's when I got hooked up with Mazel Jador, and he brought me from that 255, 265 all the way down to 193, which was great. It's great to be that light, but it was very, very difficult for me to maintain that weight. Like my body just wanted to be bigger. So I played around at 200 pounds for a hot second, went up to 220. 220 I can maintain pretty easily. And but now I'm like I do want to stay in this 230 to 250 range. I think that's where I can be very, very powerful. And not like guys, I put on like 25 pounds in the last few months, but it's not bad weight. See, there's Mazel right there. Like, it's pretty good 25 pounds I put on.
What's the lightest you've ever been? I was just typing in now. The lightest I've ever been was 174 pounds.
Yeah, in my adult life, 193 was the lowest. I graduated high school at 300 pounds. I was over 300 pounds from like I don't know, 20 to 35.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And you fucking aged terribly.
Thanks.
Rick, Rick James is in there and he says, Steel Warriors, best team at Arm Bash 2023. Cool name. Steel Warriors, Rick Chains. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you are up and about. Well, clearly he is with the Steel Warriors. Yeah, I need to pull my head in because if I go, I think I'm 220 now. Yeah, 220 now, 100 kilos. I fluctuate from 98 to 103 kilos. Bad weekend, 103.
Yeah.
And then I get down to 98 and things like that. Really should get to 90 before the baby's born. I'm just too lazy at the moment.
For everyone who is like pushing towards Team Evan, just realize this. At Arm Gods, Evan got murdered by James Beach. He got murdered by James Beach. Now, go and ask James Beach what happened when I pulled him after Arm Gods. And let me know whose team you're on then.
Yeah. Marcus is going to be 105 kilo ripped.
Boom.
I think at Arm Gods, I'll be around 90, 91 kilos. I'll be 10 kilos lighter. Nice. And then I'll put it all on that weekend.
Just that weekend. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Absolutely.
Well, this is the other thing. Like, I'm getting stem cells. I'll have stem cells at least 2 times in between now and then. So,
yeah, but do they work?
Well, we're going to find out. Well, we're
about to put up the next caption game.
Ooh.
Ryan and Lockie strength test. Where is their first date?
Couples massage for sure.
Where would they be?
What if they went to a you know how couples do painting classes together? Yeah.
Oh.
Except that they were each their own nude model. So they painted each other in the nude.
And they just painting each other, and one of them's got an almond covering their bits.
Oh, Justin King's got a good one already.
Here we go. Where am I? We got Applebee's, Outback Steakhouse.
Be careful with that. The losers bracket. I love it.
Justin, you're banned. Minus 10 points for you.
And plus 10 points from me.
I'll write it down. Justin King, losers bracket. Losers bracket. Although I have confirmed next week Ryan and Mazahir Saidu will come on the show.
Nice. Right. Ryan's going to India land.
Yeah, it's no Jershawania, but it'll do.
It's, what can you do? There's only one Jershawania.
Ryan's podcast room just comes in and lures him to that one. The Pride Parade, pottery class, not a playground, that's for sure. The dumpster at Red Lobster. Do. Oh no, that's Rock Lobster.
Okay, here's 2 questions for you. Would you ever go to a Pride Parade?
No.
What if it was an Australian Pride Parade, but you weren't sure if it was just Australian Pride or if maybe there would be some other prides involved in that parade? You weren't sure. You're 50-50. You're 50-50.
What? It's 50% Australian, 50% other nationalities?
No. You're not sure. There's a parade, right? There's a parade, and you obviously you support Australia. You're Australia. You're a proud Australian bloke, correct? So you want to show your children, you want to show Zadie and your unborn baby how to be a true Australian and you want to celebrate your Australian pride, but you are not sure if there will be some other proud moments in that parade. Do you go or do you banish your country? Do you denounce your country just in case?
You can tell if it's a pride parade or not.
Well,
from it's not even close. It's not. There's no ifs or buts about it.
Did we ever talk about how uncomfortable you were walking around in Ottawa when there was rainbows dripping from every lamppost, rainbows in the crosswalks,
and the trans flags, and
we couldn't walk down certain streets. We couldn't even go there. We had to take the long way around to get to Tim Hortons.
And then they wouldn't talk to us because we didn't speak English. No, we didn't speak French.
Well, you don't speak English. I don't speak French.
Yeah, that was fucking. That was so
love it.
annoying.
Love it.
So annoying. But shut up, John. All right. All right, let's get to some of these guys. Blockbuster Video is their first date. God, I miss Blockbuster Video.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
Oh, geez. Delusional City. The Sausage Factory.
Fill some casing.
Engen's Creepy Basement.
Yes, Evan's been there.
He has.
It's where the ghosts stay.
Their first dates at Knuckles Up. Fair enough.
Hey, by the way, let me make a call out right now. After I beat Evan Burgoyne next year, I think I should pull Lachlan Adair left-handed. I think I will beat Lachlan Adair left-handed right now. Today.
That's enough crazy from Uncle John. We've okay.
I'm just saying, you know, I'm sure that King of the Table and East versus West is smart enough to have locked that right arm of Lachlan's up, but the left arm may be free reign. And if Lachlan,
I love it, just so I can hang out with you both.
Look, if Lachlan wants a little bit of this American grade A prime beef, you just say the word.
Look at you, just like you've been in America for a cup of coffee and you're like, God damn, I'm from the US of A and I absolutely love it. And if he wants his prime beef and he wants the red, white, and blue all over him. So
I'm giving out red, white, and blue all over the place.
Oh, unfortunately, red, white, and blue is the same color as Ryan's skin. Look at him, poor thing.
Ooh.
All righty, what else have we got? Hooker Alley. Trans Alley. What else have we got? Ryan's going to see how many push-ups he can do.
Do you think he'd have more or less motivation to go further?
What a day! I'm writing that down. So where is their first date? Also put in there, what would they do on their first date?
Yeah, what's the activity?
So medal, Ryan, push-ups on Lockie. Oh, RVJ's donut shop.
Ooh, that's good.
First date was in Ottawa, apparently. First date, Men at Work tribute band. I reckon minimum 3 or 4 times a week on Instagram, I will get tagged in a video purely because it has the Down Under song on it. Like, it's the only song in Australia.
Well, that's really, people from the civilized world only really know Australia for a few things. That song, Steve Irwin, and Old People Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, I love Crocodile Dundee. Corey, yes, he is pulling James Wall in March. It's going to be Ripper. And
That's
Ryan
a
Boland's
sexy
pulling
match.
there. And Ryan Boland's at the same event as well.
By the way, I know that you guys thought that Arm Gods 3, Valhalla 3, couldn't get any bigger than a thumbtack match. But let me tell you, it's pretty star-studded. Craig Touye versus Tom Holland. What else we got? Mindaugas Dulskis versus Tim Bresnan. Come on. It's legit card. RVJ is there. Ryan Bowen is there. It's like they are ascending to the next level.
Yeah, you think Floyd Mayweather's wallet's stacked. Go check out the Arm Gods Valhalla 3 card.
Yeah.
I was in the chat and he says, when you kick John off the stream after saying that, I laughed that hard. I feel okay about going to bed now. Work in the AM. John asserts that America. We want Lachlan or John Brzezinski left now.
Lachlan, then Brzezinski. It's on.
What else have we got? They're playing Pin the Hand on the Taint, squats on each other, making sure they go all the way down.
Deep inside squats.
How you going, Hand Stuff? Hope you're doing well.
Justin King has one a little bit down from where you are that I think is a contender.
We're going down under the pound for pound. They went to see Boys to Trend. Oh, someone did a throwback to a song as well, to one of our bands. They're practicing skin flutes. Easy as that. Well, we've only got 2, John. We need to know what they did on their first date or where they're going.
Pick up the rudeness. There's not quite enough nastiness in here, I think.
Just give us something. Give us something to work with. We'll leave that up for another minute or two, and then we'll get in there. This week, John, we've got 2 events.
Yeah?
Schoolboy and Alex Top Roll have got matches.
No kidding. I haven't heard.
In Singapore.
Really? I see. What is that league over there that's been putting on all those events? I see them on Instagram all the time.
Yeah, Ultimate Arm Wrestling Championships.
Nice.
Yeah, so they're going to do that. I'm probably going to do a live commentary if you are available. The only thing is, because you are weak as piss, the event starts in 6 hours. What time's that for you?
In 6 hours from now?
Yeah.
That's like 2 a.m. No way I'm doing that.
Oh!
No way.
Weak. Knew it. I'll probably do it. And then after that, later on, or is it? No. Yeah. Then later on is the 198-pound invitational tournament with
that'll be good.
From heavy hitters.
That will be good.
That'll be real good.
Is that streamed somewhere?
I will find all of that out. What I want to know, are they just one-off matches or best of 3?
I think it's a one-off. Because it is a round robin?
Yeah. And
it's got to be
10 athletes.
It's got to be one-off, or else it would take a million years.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because there's like 100 matches.
Yeah, it would be too much.
Maybe not 100, but we've got couples colonoscopies, Vitacell.
Health first.
Hiding in Devon's garage. We've got rock, paper, scissors to decide how to put the strap on.
Who gets the buckle?
Ryan steamed Lachlan's egg. Guys, you have to just put in your joke once. Don't repeat it 2 or 3 times. Their first date's on YouTube Live.
Mm-hmm.
Naked cream corn kangaroo wrestling.
That's just words.
Oh, I don't know. No. Oh, I don't know if I'll put that up because Ryan's my friend. He made a mistake. Behind the bike sheds. What a term.
Yeah.
This is a stupid caption. Someone had to say it. I love it how they're like 1,000 guesses.
Yeah.
And then it's stupid.
Garbage.
What a sticky Ricky's, and I'm not Googling it.
I'm going to Google it.
What else have we got? First date was an East versus West because there won't be a second. But Lachlan's been invited back.
Mazzell just comes in and fucking nails it.
All right, let's see if we can get one more. We'll get some votes. What else have we got?
Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, I can't say that.
Major Mason.
Hey, I let a lot go. I let a lot go on this channel because it's not my channel. But there's got to be a line somewhere.
Can you sum it up in like a private chat in like 3 words?
All right, let me go back to it here.
Oh, I'm just writing some of the funny ones down.
Okay. Well, no, I cannot. Look, everyone is capable of looking it up themselves. First, go to skinflute.com, and that's where you'll find the answer.
We tried to get Lachlan, apparently, at Valhalla, but when you're under contract, you're under contract.
Well, maybe he'll go left hand next time. Arm Gods Valhalla 4. Lachlan versus Uncle John. On jacked.
There we go. So now he's up there. We've only got a top 3 for this one. A top 3. But a lot going on in the arm wrestling world. Schoolboy and Alex Top Roll back in the mix. We've got the 198-pound tournament, round robin.
Yep.
Happening, which then I'm trying to think from this weekend onwards. I know Arm Gods have, I believe, a Wolverhampton event. That's got to be coming soon, isn't it? That's late October.
Yeah. Wolverhampton.
Oh, that's right. I'm just trying to think. John, is Halloween on the 31st?
Yes.
Oh, no, that's a Tuesday our time, so that'll be a Wednesday. Damn, I was going to see if we would dress up again for Halloween. I think we rocked it last year.
We did.
You were annoying as all shit, though.
Yeah, let me tell you what. Champagne was on ice all night long. Yeah.
Guys, get your votes in for the winner of the second caption game. We're giving away some points. Also, if you come up with anything funny, get in there. We're going to go for about another 10, 11 minutes. You got any questions, any comments? Let's have a bit of fun and get in there and have a bit of a chat. What matches do you want to see? Where do you want to see Uncle John pull in the future? He's got a bit coming on now, and then hopefully that his back gets all fixed up. Aussie Arm Wrestlers trying to get some good training sessions in. I'll try and have a match with someone at my club before the end of the year. I'll give it a go.
Hey,
Just with
I am going to my first Minnesota practice on Wednesday.
Oh, you nervous? You nervous?
No, I'm very excited. I am very excited.
Do you know who they are, or did you just like message?
I know a couple of the guys. I know a couple of the guys, and then I don't know a lot of the guys because I haven't been here in 10 years. But I think I'm going to try to film it too. And I haven't done like a practice video in like years.
Yeah, that's right. The Battle of the No Man's Island. Joe Nelson's finding out who's number one where he lives. Good man.
Nice.
Got my event this weekend, Vancouver Island Super Series, the VIS. 5 super matches on South Island Arms and Keanu McGill's YouTube channels.
Beautiful.
I'll keep an eye out for that. That's this weekend as well. See what I mean? 3 cool events this weekend. I'm down for it all. I will tune in to all 3 at some stage whilst trying to attend my niece's birthday party. And I think I have something else on the Sunday, but we will we'll get in there. Oh, John, I might have to get a coach or something because I think that at Valhalla 3, I think I'm going to pull in the tournament the day before.
Yes. Yes.
In the novice and the pros.
Nice. I love it.
Like at Arizona State.
Right? Maybe I'll pull right-handed. I could pull right-handed. Is there money, Marcus? Is there any money in the tournament?
Not for me.
I just spit all over my computer when I did that. Very nice.
That's all right. I don't know how when you point your mouth to the side.
Yeah, I don't do that so much. Yeah.
But I'm thinking of competing Oh, there we go.
You and Phil Woody are going to get paired up in the same class. Oh,
I mean, look at the base of that. Look at that.
Oh, look at that lump. Very nice. Very nice.
That's only because I'm pushing it up with my thumb. Look at that. Nah, they go all right. They're just small and pale and full of arthritis.
Big and huge.
Yeah. So, but the goal would be to drop. What, Marcus? What are the weight limits for the tournament? I'm going to try and get as light as possible and pull in that one. And Marcus has just headbutted us. Marcus, you bloody legend. He says, right, boys, final photos in tonight from the pullers. Brilliant. Posters ready tomorrow with the tickets at some point. We'll put up the tourism links and get busy here. 400 tickets on sale with over 100 pre-booked already.
It's going to be nuts, dude. Can you imagine 400 people? Shit. 400 people in there? Oh, my God.
Mate, with all those people there, Marcus, I think I'm going to have to pull the tournament. I'm going to have to pull and whoop everyone. I'll pull in multiple weight divisions as well.
Love it.
Got a cramp in my hand from doing that. Look at that. Oh.
should probably get that worked out before March.
Jeez, that's what I mean. Don't get arthritis, people. Don't get arthritis. But that is so cool. 100 pre-books already. Excellent. I'm telling you, Valhalla, bang, March 23rd. I'll be there. Uncle John will be there. Ryan Bowen, Ron Bath, RVJ, James Wald, Tim Bresnan, Mindigus Dalskus. What do we got? Adrian O'Dwyer, BLM, title matches upon title matches, 16 belters, thumbtacks, drinks, VIPs. There's so much on offer. It is going to be brilliant.
Yeah, like if you have any doubts about the kind of time you're going to have at an Arm Gods event, ask literally anyone who went to Valhalla 2 in Gatineau. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Mate, no one has ever turned up and not enjoyed themselves at both Arm Gods.
Yeah. It's not possible not to have fun. Like, it's going to be ridiculous. And with 400 people,
Yeah, that's going to be insane. And I'm just trying to think. I'm going to make sure that I have nothing on because I'm sick of leaving early. I'm sick of, like, I had to leave pretty early after the last one to get home for Jess's birthday.
You need to be here for at least a day and a half afterwards.
Because I think I even left the next morning after the last time because I had to get home.
Yeah.
Oh, because first Valhalla, I don't know if Marcus knows my calendar or something. Valhalla 1, same weekend as my wedding anniversary.
Of course.
Valhalla 2, like 2 or 3 days before Jess's birthday. And it takes me a while to fly home.
Right.
Lucky Marcus looks after me. Okay, yeah. Plus, it's the biggest party.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which is going to be great. I don't know if I can go a week early. It's bad enough, Marcus, that 10 days after my second child's born, I got to leave. Then 3 weeks after that, I got to go to Norway. So, yeah, I got 3-4 bookings already for the start of next year. And if I get this contract signed, John, it could be a lot of bookings.
Sign it. Sign it.
We'll go from there. I'm still waiting for Arm Gods to just throw the book at me and say, we want to be exclusive.
Deeply in bed with you.
I'd sign a contract to be exclusive to Arm Gods.
Yeah.
What do we got here? Arm Wrestling for Nerds is in Peru. Ready, bang.
Nice.
That is awesome. Who has won the Caption game? Oh, quickly vote. 32 votes, and it's 50%, 25%, 25%. I'm going to leave that up a few more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And I'll leave it up for a little bit. What's the go, John? Anything happening besides practice this week? What day is that going to be on?
So that'll be on Wednesday. I'm planning on that. I'm just getting so story goes, I don't have a car right now. We don't have a car because, truth be told, it's very difficult to get money across the border without paying massive taxes and penalties on it. So
dumbest thing ever.
So ridiculous. So we're hoping to have everything in put together by next week or the week after. So I'm just getting a ride out because the practice is about, I don't know, half an hour away from where I'm at. So I'm actually going to be going with Joe the Hammer Valentine.
Nice.
That? Yeah, Joe, he only lives like 10, 15 minutes from me. So I'll be going with him, doing that. And then my new place. So I had a house, right? I had my own gym, which was awesome. But I moved into, we didn't want to buy a place because we don't know how long we're going to be here, blah, blah, blah. So we're living in like a very nice apartment place. Like it's probably nicer than a scum like me should be living in. And so we got a nice gym down there, and it's got all the nice bells and whistles. So I am in the gym 2 times a day and just getting freaking huge. Yeah,
nice.
Yes.
The gym 2 times a day. You definitely don't have kids. Bloody hell.
No, that was your first mistake. It's your first mistake.
Nah, I would rather be weak at arm wrestling, and some of the stuff Zadie is doing at the moment is unbelievable. It is so much fun. So I'd rather be rubbish. I'll just stick to talking. I'll tell you what, that bottle of whiskey Spermies, I've had some. It's delicious.
I have yet to crack mine, which reminds me, so I made very special care to make sure it got all the way here. It did make it to Minnesota. And so next week on Monday, I will be partaking in the, what is it specifically? Maple vodka, I think it is. It's a very interesting. Yours is a whiskey. Mine's a vodka. So I'm gonna be taste testing that live right here next week.
There you go. Well, if I remember, I'll get mine out and I'll have a little tipple. Can't have too much. Do my tax return next week. So I don't want to be drunk and then start lying and then get audited and things like that. John, we've got a winner of the Caption game.
Let me hear it.
It is Mazel Jador.
Boom.
He gets a 3, and the medal and Justin equal second, and I'm in a good mood. They're getting 2 points apiece. So no one got 1 point today. Do you feel like giving out a provisional point to anyone?
No.
There you go. And Arm God's got its first sponsor in hemorrhoids cream from local pharmacy. Thanks, Evan.
Yeah. Evan is good for some things.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what's good. If every single one of you head over to Brandon Allen's channel. Head over to Brandon's Allen's channel. Thank you all so much for joining us here on the best weekly show on the planet with Maximum Bang Monday. I'll be live tomorrow right before Beer Man Show. I might have a guest with me, just waiting to hear back. If not, we'll be talking all things arm wrestling because I'm addicted to lives. Then hopefully later on in the week, we'll have more and more guests. It's all a bit of fun. This has been Uncle John. I'm the Aussie Arm Wrestler. Maximum Bang Monday. Best show in the world. Lachlan flogs John.